unless you through God it can come. Because you as a human being, you are just moving. You don't know what is awaiting you at the front. Like this motor. Some motor might be moving slowly. Another one come back to see how it happens. You can be only careful if God is willing. So now prayer we can continue praying.
But what we're saying is away from the prayer, because one of the things that we used to carry in our head is everything is prayer. God. There are some things we should tell ourselves. If you see where accidents happen, how you take they carry the person? You go just see person, help, even you raise the person, you don't know which hand they pay now. You go first examine. You
so
get my point.
Like creating an awareness on how to help anyone.
Both is accident victims and accident victims.
For example, now, if somebody have an accident and you reach there, you will be action to carry the person, and you will be happy when you say you are helping the person.
That's now what with the talk. No be. It's not about action to carry the person. Not be action to help the person. If you know anybody who be nurse here, who be doctor, who be person, now question where you go ask. If nobody there, you go come gently carry the person. Not be say you go just jack and boom, put her for your shoulder, you can't break the remaining bone. And you say you don't help. God go bless you for helping, no. But you help to inflict more injury.
Okay, for example, now, it is happen. For example, express at the Ezago side. Any doctor that side in the open place like that.
You know the year what they talk, brother. Brother Joseph, hold on. Brother Joseph, what are they talk? Be say if it happen like that, it get some things where you go do. Maybe you go lie the person first. Examine the position where the person they pay now. If you do chew, you go no send at that place. You feel use the other side, carry him. So that you don't go worsen the other position. You dey hear me? Now what would they talk? But first of all, apart from accident, no be only for accident. Even two people, two fighting under the bush, two fighting, one blow, 7 apples will happen. Spinal cord, Anna. It dey happen.
That is true.
Or you carry stick, you hit the person for back. You want to do prank. He hit and pa. He fall down. Say, hey, you are laughing. It happen now. Shebi, you say it happen for your side. That well is something.
I even had a joke to tell the thing as a story. Like a little boy was just, they were playing, the one just pushed the other one, that one come fall down, hit head for well. And one woman around that side now, thinking because to me, I'm not a medical personnel, but I'm like, so what if this wasn't the right approach? What the woman did was to she been the fetch water for the well, carry water for bed for bucket, pour the child. Like 2 buckets, one pour the third one. Now people call the me stop now. And this boy's head was like this. So what if that water? So what if the boy died though? The boy died now. Before they could get the boy to the hospital, they said the boy was already dead on arrival.
Maybe it was
so what
cold.
If maybe the water is cold and this boy is actually bleeding the blood?
Thank you, brain. The blood now congeal too. So we are talking about end violence. Everything, violence is plenty.
If you can't help, if you don't know how exactly to help the person, just like better they explain, say check where the thing they pain the person, then find, maybe you too can start reading up so that if you see yourself in that position to help somebody, you will know exactly how to help that person.
It's not when the person's leg is broken, you not gonna drag the leg and remove it. You will not be saying sorry. I won't tolerate it. I won't.
And again,
I will break your own.
This culture of when you find yourself in an accident scene, you bring out your phone to cover first, to be the first to post it online. In fact,
and somebody is dying. Exactly. That culture needs to end. Okay, so my brother was telling us a story, something that happened in his own area. You know this hit and run now. So the bus driver was moving. A young boy was coming out from. They later found out he was coming back from church, from one church around that area. So coming out, a bus hits the boy, and this man like wanted to leave. Oh, my brother was just driving and said, no, you have to stop. So it was not like, what are they going to do? People were around, people in the street, they did not do anything. They brought out phones
Happening life
to be snapping the boy when this small boy could be saved. So he was now the one that said, no, they have to take this boy to the hospital. The driver was now like, which hospital? Like, so nonchalantly, you hit person, you cannot carry the person to the hospital, you are telling me which hospital. So my brother now said, I'll follow you people, just so that to maybe give him morale to go. He went with them to the hospital and said, okay, now we are just let the nurses and doctors start attending. They started attending to the boy because the boy was really bleeding and he wanted to leave him there. So he now said, okay, stay in the hospital with the boy. That's the driver where the boy. Stay in the hospital with the boy. I'm coming. Let's now go back to the area, since it's that area, to find out where exactly the boy was coming from or who the parents are and all that. So on getting to the church, they brought some people from the church because they didn't see the boy's parents. Getting to the hospital, the driver don't disappear.
Okay.
And left the boy. Okay. So because probably he was scared. Also, okay, what if this boy died? But now you hit him. So some of these cultures of something happened, you are taking picture, you are in a position to take that person to the hospital. And worst case scenario, you are the one that hits the person.
You are even in a position to use your phone to make a phone call.
Exactly. To make a phone call and help.
Content creating. Actually, this thing boils down to government. When I talk about government, I always refer to people who have the proper knowledge on what to do, especially in some cases. You see, under government we have a Ministry of Humanitarian. Understand? And breaking it down now to states, we are supposed to have paramedic here and the rest of it. These people are supposed to be, and road safeties. These people are supposed to be people who actually are firstly seen at the scenes of accident. You understand? They are supposed to be in hand with hospitals. And these people are supposed to be on radio everywhere, telling people this is how to carry people with conditions like this at the first stage.
But finally, if they don't do it, we as individuals need to also train ourselves, because it is you today. It could be somebody else tomorrow.
That's why we are creating it. Because sometimes some people may say, if I touch them now, who know where go break join?
That's the
thing. They choose to carry the phone. The point is, be aware that somebody in a serious fall, you don't just come and jack him.
That is it.
And
I
think another thing where we need to also pay attention to is because some of these hit and run and taking someone to the hospital and they are nowhere to be found anymore is because of the approach. Let me take, for instance, our police and our doctors. If you bring someone there and you're not the one that hits the person, and thank you, they'll hold you responsible, which is not really the right thing to do. You ask questions. You can find out if the person is actually the person who hits this person or he's actually there to help. But if you're going to be blaming the person for it, even the person who committed the actual crime will want to run. Because what if something goes wrong? So all these things really need attention of the government, really.
So complicated.
Sorry, I don't know, we don't have all the time for ourselves. But I want to talk to those who are already in the situation. We are trying to talk to the government, if there is anything government, sorry. But we are trying to talk to ourselves. I want to talk to my fellow Banglo said my fellow unfortunate people. I want to talk to my fellow fortunate people. See, if you find yourself in this situation, one thing you should know is that you can't stop the bird from flying over your head. But you can stop the bird from perching on your head. There is something you can do to help yourself. We have talked about physiotherapy. taking treatment at least 3 times a week. What made me weak this morning is that I took physiotherapy and it has taken long. So it has to paralyze me, say to say. My body is stiffed already. So trying to take treatment, as we have said about that, then we need to accept ourselves. You see, this issue of giving false hope, Fine Glow touched it. You don't need to accept that this is the condition for now. If there will be a miracle, let it be later. But for presently, this is the situation. I remember the first hope they gave me in the hospital. I was like, if they discharge me, I'll come for physiotherapy. I was counting it just 3 weeks or 4 weeks. And then I walk and I will start. The first day, I wanted to hold big. And the man said, Mr. Man, you write check before. I said, yes, sir. He said, do you think you still write it again? So he was trying to tell me the condition. The first thing he told me is to start learning how to write with left hand. And immediately I started it. I started picking up. And now I can write everything with left hand. Many people don't know on Facebook that I type everything with left hand. And presently I'm working on a book, still left hand. Type everything. So accept yourself, accept the reality. So start adjusting. For now. And start doing it. Don't wait for that miracle. Don't wait for that man of God that will tell you stand up and go. Mm-hmm. Those arrange, it doesn't work. You understand? So be real. This fake life is not the best. Tell yourself the truth that this is where you are now. Spinal cord affects everything of your body. The only thing I know that is not affected in me is my voice. That's the only thing I know. Sometimes you'll be hungry, but how to eat? It will be that time that the span will come and the pain will come. No matter how good the food is, you just stop it and look for how to lie down. The lying down, in some cases, somebody must help you. If there is nobody, that is it. So accept the truth that this is where you are. Accept your life and start adjusting. There is something they told us today in the church. Take up your cross and follow me. And the man, the priest was emphasizing on that issue of cross. I want to tell you that I was taking it as my situation presently now is a cross. Now, everybody has a cross. Don't deceive me that my own case is different.
Exactly.
Everybody has something his. Exactly. In fact, disabilities, everybody is disabled. I don't want to claim it that I'm the only person disabled. Everybody, he was okay.
Exactly.
Now, in your own case, if you can attach it to a little spirituality, as in taking you up your cross and following whoever you want to. In case of Christ, he said, take up your cross and follow me. You can offer the prayers, you can offer the pens for a prayer point. Like anytime I want to go to morning mass, if I want to manage it, if I start, I will have a prayer point. If I will fall, let it be for the sake of this prayer point. This person that helped me, this person that told me to pray for him, and so on and so forth. I will offer that movement. If anything comes out of it, good. If I fall, nobody only me fall, even Jesus fall now. So that is the second one. The third one is, I want to say about that we stop blame. I've said it before. We are in this part of the world that we'll have somebody to blame. There are people who, for years, that are suffering from this issue. They have somebody they are praying against. The uncle that is behind it. The mother's side, the father's side. That man that shoot me before the accident happened. And so on. You have somebody you are blaming. And it will make your life bitter. The funny thing is that God will not kill that your enemy. God is not killing anybody's enemy. Because you yourself is somebody's enemy. If God is killing all the enemies, all of us will die. So, when I was in primary school, I have an enemy, Mr. Agbo, who always beat me that I'm so careless. The man will ask me a question, I will still get it, but I will still be making noise. And he was surprised. So each time in the night, I will always pray that Mr. Agbo will die. And till today, Mr. Agbo has not died. 30 years ago or so. Mr. Agbo is still alive. So God will not kill Mr. Agbo because my prayer was wrong. So some of us Christians are spiritualizing it in such a way that somebody who is behind my situation, somebody who is working against me, and it will take your joy away.
Yeah.
That's one thing I have discovered. 2 years ago, I don't know whether it was God or my mind that told me that nobody is owing me anything. Nobody is owing me anything. When that thing started, I started telling myself that thing. I stopped blaming anybody. If you're supposed to carry me and did not carry me, you're not owing me anything. If you're supposed to help me and did not help me, I've decided you're not owing me anything. Whether you're my brother, you're my wife, or friend. Nobody's owing me anything. And when you get it into your head, it will help you to grow.
Okay. I think this way we would end the program today. We've talked.
We have talked.
Yes, and they said, "He who has ears, let them hear." I know that this discussion is not ending. This program is virtually a year and now, so we'll still be having it. Come and tell your story. People will use your story to learn, and we've said a lot of things. End violence. Protect your spinal cord. Very important. Your spinal cord is actually just like your brain is. Your spinal cord is another brain because they function simultaneously.
The wire.
Hmm?
The wire
So
that
please,
connects the brain.
you can have head and no brain and no back, and you just be in one position. Please take care of your spinal health. So I want to appreciate everybody. Fine Glow, thank you so much for coming again to tell your story. Emmanuel, thank you so much. Ugosimba, we're in this together, as they say. We'll continue to spread this good news. We'll continue to spread it till everybody is now aware of how important it is for them to take care of their health. Coming up at 4:30 is the French World Show. Thank you. God bless you and be good.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's important for everybody. So don't say I was not informed. You were informed. Uh-huh.